tonight. You know I can change your life. First class, alright. Put you on a one-way flight. I can get you here tonight. You know I can change your life. First class, alright. Put you on a one-way flight. I can get you here tonight. You know I can change your life. First class, alright. Put you on a one-way flight. I can get you here tonight. You know I can change your life. First class, alright. Put you on a one-way flight. I can get you here tonight. You know I can change your life. First class, alright. Break, 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 break. First class, alright. 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 Put you on a one-way flight. I can get you here tonight. You know I can change your life. First class, alright. Put you on a one-way flight. I can get you here tonight. You know I can change your life. First class, alright. 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 Put you on a one-way flight. I can get you here tonight. You know I can change your life. First class, alright. Put you on a one-way flight. I can get you here tonight. You know I can change your life. First class, alright. Break, 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 break. Put you on a one-way flight. I can get you here tonight. You know I can change your life. First class, alright. Put you on a one-way flight. I can get you here tonight. You know I can change your life. First class, alright.
Boy, on a real hesitation creeping in, but you look so good and I know what you're offering. Phone's lighting up, I'm just gonna let it rain. Yeah, my phone's lighting up, I'm just gonna let it ring. Is it the liquor in my system? My desires are so real. Got me caught up in this rhythm. Draw me in, make me feel. Draw me in, make me feel. Draw me in, make me feel. But you look so good and I know what you're offering. Phone's lighting up, I'm just gonna let it rain. Yeah, my phone's lighting up, I'm just gonna let it ring. Is it the liquor in my system? My desires are so real. Got me caught up in this rhythm. Draw me in, make me feel. Make me feel.
Good morning all. Yes sir, yes sir. Hope everyone is well, hope everyone is good. Today is, what is today? Today is Tuesday here, so happy Tuesday to everyone. Let me make sure mic is working today. Yeah, mic is working today, at least. Something. Good evening, good night, good morning, all it is, all over the world. Let's see what we have going on for today. Today is the day before NFP, if I am not mistaken here. Yes. NFP tomorrow, 5:30. We have retail sales today at 5:30 as well. London is clean. Retail sales, nothing too crazy here. Becoming a little bit choppy ahead of NFP, right? We're not seeing some big moves during Asian session. Once we tap this around this 50-100 zone here, kind of just calm down a little bit here. So we're going to see what's going on with the market and everything. And then, and then take it from there. Want to see what's going on in the space here before we look at the charts a bit early. Let's see. I've been trading about 5 years, profitable the last 2 to 3. Here's what actually mattered. Let's see. Could be interesting. For anyone stuck, these are the lessons that changed my results. 1, repeatable model. Early on, I thought adaptability meant switching approaches whenever conditions changed. In reality, it just made results a mess. Once I committed to one core model and traded it throughout different environments, I started to understand and it worked. Yes, exactly. Right, I always say about this. Trade one strategy, some market conditions, it may not be the best, but switching strategy, I know people online will try to sell you that and be like, switch, you're not profitable in this period, you suck. But for people who actually make money in this market, it matters, right? And it's the way to do it. So I do agree with that. Risk management, yeah, that's a no-brainer, right? Risk management, a no-brainer. Everything improved once I start focusing on my perfect entries. Yes. Most bad entries aren't analytical mistakes. Yes. What did he put here? Bad time, right? Yeah, that's very good actually, his journal. Check this out. Bad management, bad time. Very important. Bad time, right? We speak about time. What did he put here? Chased trades. All good stuff he's putting here. Journaling behavior mattered more than journaling trades. Let's see what he means by that. Recording entries and exits is fine. What helped me was tracking why I took the trade and how I felt beforehand. Rush decisions, subtle frustration. Yeah, but I don't want to overcomplicate that. But I do agree. I think journaling is personal. Everyone journals in a certain different way. I found simplicity to be slightly better for me. The last thing is I stopped trying to lock in. The goal is executing the process clearly, not forcing results. Yes. When I stopped feeling urgent, my execution improved. Exactly. So, yeah, some good points. Definitely agree with all of them. So let's have a look at the analysis here. We start on gold daily time frame, closing bullish still here. Good bullish candle close, 4 hours closing bullish as well, but bit of a mixed session bias with the way we're forming inside this range, but nevertheless we are bullish. Trying to make our way down towards this support down here. This 1 hour we can change to this here. Very messy in here on the 1 hour, right? This looked like a beautiful close. Today would have been nice and simple actually if we didn't have this pullback right now. If the 15 could have created support, we have the previous 1 hour doing a clean close above, liquidity grab to the lows. That's telling me today we need to be cautious, huh? Today there could be extra liquidity grabs. There could be some stuff that tries to come and chop us up. So we need to be careful because check this out. This is actually a very high confirmation trade for upside. We have previous candle giving liquidity grab, 1 hour candle closing above, breaking the high, and still price did not have the juice to continue up. 30-minute closing above as well. All 15s closing above, and we didn't have the juice. Now the trade is not over technically. You're not stopped out until it breaks this low. But issue we have here is is basically, let's see if we start to break this support. If we do, it's going to make it tricky. We do have a kind of head and shoulders pattern here. I'm not a pattern trader, but it's showing a little bit of weakness. And yeah, let's see what ends up happening if we break down. If not, we can create supports from here and we can continue moving bullish here. So yeah, I mean, plan for today, very hard to sell in these ranges as well with that 4-hour support sitting there. That's a bounce zone. So I wouldn't mind taking a buy here. So if we can buy up through the range is fine. Buy again above the highs is also fine. Let's see how 5-minute is looking there. Yeah, I would prefer to see like a 15-minute candle close bullish to see the buys, and then we'll see what ends up happening with that. So moving on, let's have a look at DAX here. DAX moved very impulsively yesterday, retraced London and then NY as well. Late NY, most of NY actually did nothing. Started to make its way back towards the upside. So we're gonna see what's happening with DAX today. We're gonna jump to the daily here. So beautiful daily close, finally something that is very significant in terms of daily candle close here. 4-hour, we are making a resistance here. So we might want to retrace some of this move today, but if we get above that, it's gonna be some big boy stuff. So let's take this one out. 1-hour time frame, we have a 1-hour right here. Let's clone this up here. And then let's have a look here at 30 minutes, same resistance. Support is slightly lower, 15. Support is slightly lower as well. Mixed session bias. So continuation trades today. We have had some continuation when we break the lows, not like NASDAQ yesterday. Like, look, we closed below here. Price did continue first before retracing. So I'm not too worried about continuation trades, and I will consider sells below the low. Yeah, sells below here will make sense. 1-hour candle is going to close in about a minute here. So if this close breaking structure will help the sells. So yeah, pretty simple looking for sells. If not, I need to get back above that 1-hour, which I have marked, which is somewhere here. And then I can start to potentially look for buys. But right now, the buy setups are not as clear as the sell setups here, as we're moving in lower high fashion. Lower high, lower low. Maybe we can come back, retest 4-hour support before further buys. But I can take some buys and some sells in the meantime. So let's see how everything forms. 1-hour might actually close above here and then change it up quite a bit. If 1-hour does close above here, it will change it up quite a bit. We have to start considering buys, but it's a little bit tough in these ranges for now. So without having maybe like, because look at 5 minutes, it needs to maybe break above 85 here, then we can get bullish movement. Yeah, otherwise I'm not convinced. But let's see how it forms and then we can take. Let's have a look at NAS. Daily time frame on NAS here, closing bullish as well. Same similar close. 4-hour time frame here, stuck at this 4-hour resistance. We just rejected it. So I'm gonna move. We have this one here as well. Let's clone this. Four-hour bullish, moving to that new 4-hour resistance. 1-hour looks like that. So we don't have mixed bias on NASDAQ here. NASDAQ actually has a bullish bias with this 4-hour closing bullish. So sells below here would actually be a counter bias trade if that was to happen. If not, we could be looking for buys. Now, if we're going to take the buys here on NASDAQ, 1-hour just closed back in the range. 30-minute did what? Weak candle close. We haven't tested the support yet. 15-minute candle closed below this. So we need something closing above this to take the buys. Let's see how that looks on a 5-minute time frame. Yeah. This is an interesting spot actually, because it's not easy. We have been seeing some counter bias moves happen on NAS. So I wouldn't be surprised to see it sell off, especially after yesterday's heavy upside here. Since basically 30 minutes after the open, we're kind of consolidating. So what would I expect if we were consolidating? Do I expect a breakdown? Not particularly just yet. But if we do leave this zone, I'm not scared to sell the lows. Selling the lows has been okay. Worked here. got continuation here. Here it failed, but we were at something there at this 1 hour. Sells do look clean. It looks clean, but it's not what price is telling you. Right? It's not what price is telling you. So that's the problem. Don't let your eyes drive you in the wrong direction because you have a big clean zone. That is like a common mistake, right? Because the charts in terms of technicals are saying something else, right? Where we have daily candles closing strong bullish, 4-hour candles creating a support right now. This could simply be a deep bottom wick. 4-hour can start to flip. So we don't want to let that leave our mind, especially without the 1 hour closing below here. It completely changes things, right? That's where now we should be looking at ways to get into buys that are going to make sense here, which is why I said like this 5 closing above may be an option here. So let's see what happens. If we do end up failing and breaking down later, we could consider the sells. But initially, right now, especially coming from the bottom of the range, buys could make more sense. So we're going to see how to get into the buys there. If this starts to fail around here, could open us up to the sells, but that is going to be counter bias. And that's pretty much the analysis here for today. DAX here closed pretty strong candle, following NASDAQ almost exactly. Yeah, following NASDAQ very closely. But see, DAX above here is beautiful as well. Above the 1 hour on DAX, we have a beautiful opportunity. And also below we have. So DAX actually has a bit cleaner ranges upside downside. This middle range here could be like hit or miss unless we get a clean setup. Then we take it from there. Remember, tomorrow's NFP. Sometimes the day before NFP we could chop, and NFP day. It's possible. It doesn't always happen. That's why I still show up. If it always happened, I wouldn't show up, right? Because then I'm just going to trade chop. So we'll see what ends up happening within price action here and take it from there. So pretty simple analysis. We're trying to bounce here. Let's see if this in 11 minutes can close bullish here, create some sort of structure. Potentially we can just take a simple buy from bottom of the range, try to get back to the top of the range. I wouldn't mind that. 5 minute is unknown right now. We don't know on gold if we're going to break through the range. That's the problem. But we do need a 15-minute close. Every time we have had a 15-minute close, it's played out. Without 15-minute close, it's been a bit rough. So let's see how this forms. And yeah, that's going to be the plan. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the analysis. If you did, leave a like on the stream. Everything is clear, hopefully. 200 of us in here. Get the likes up to 100. I would appreciate that. And yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. Did you hear about the new rules on Top Step? Live has intraday trailing drawdown now, and you start with 20% of account balance and have to scale it up. What do you mean by 20% of account balance? I'll have to read into that. No, I didn't read it. Makes way more sense when you frame it this way. Yeah, it's just something we have to be careful with. You only get a 10K account, and if they move you to live, you are using a 50K. But let's say I was using 5 50Ks, and now they move me to live. What happens? Then they give me a 10K account. So you only get one account and the balance is worth 10K. But then what are they saying about the 20% thing? Yeah, that's the problem with live. You might as well just open your own live account at that point. Top step really falling down could be the beginning of the end. That's why I've told you guys from the beginning, with that type of prop firm, you need to okay, makes sense, Rika. Yeah, that's okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's why you need to just milk their payouts and then try to recycle. Like, that's why I say don't be scared to blow accounts, because if the more you can milk the payouts, the better. And then invest in other things. Yeah, I'm gonna believe your analysis here, but let's have a look at this link. This guy was... I was moved to live with Top Step after 2 payouts on my accounts that currently sit at 130k profits. They came out with new rules that transition where I'll be getting a live account that starts. How's that fair? I went for 100k profits to a 10k live account balance. Yeah. So now... Yeah, but this is the thing, man. You know, this is the thing. These guys full send their accounts. Like, full send their accounts. And then they expect them to pay all of that out, you know? Like, in what real world are you turning 50k into 33k profit and be called a consistent trader? That's why I told you when they switch you to live account, it's also partly BS. Because no investor would invest in someone who's flipping an account that fast. It's not trustworthy. You know what I mean? So it's just a method to calm down their profits because they don't want to pay out 150k or 130k from some guy that's hit it big. Is the lockout feature on a Top Step free? Yeah, it is. Top Step needs to deny payouts after paying millions for their ad in the Super Bowl. Yeah, I saw that. That's insane. Wonder how much that cost. So everyone here who has a Top Step account, be proud of yourself because you paid for that. That's the honest truth. You paid for that. So that's partly you, man. So you can go around telling your friends that you put an ad in the Super Bowl, right? You had a percentage in that. Don't let anyone deny you that. You know? I'm gonna go tell people I have an ad in the Super Bowl. Cheers to that. But yeah, you know, like any other prop firm, by the way, like let's say FTMO, they will not tolerate someone sending the account that much. If you were to buy a 100k account on FTMO and suddenly rock up with 50k profit, making 50% on the account, they're just gonna tell you go home. Sorry, we're not paying you anything. You know? And I get that. Like, I get that. They have a business to run. So just keep withdrawing their max payout. Like, why run your account to 33k when you can only withdraw 5k? And you know that they're going to move you to live. Everyone who makes big profit on that, they're going to move you to live so that they don't have to pay you out. So why not just make a 10k trade, withdraw the 5k, make another 5k, withdraw the 5k. They ain't going to say shit. You know? Because you're making 5k at a time and withdrawing the max payout. He can't withdraw max payout 33k. He can withdraw 5k. So keep doing that. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And then the minute they hit me with live, I'm just going to keep the live account. Maybe I go to another Top Step. Not Top Step, another prop firm. Try the same. You know? Or I wonder if you lose the live. I wouldn't mind. If I lose the live, am I allowed to buy more challenge accounts? You know? I'm sure you are, right? So I can just rinse and repeat, to be honest. Return on investment is extremely through the roof, and that's what people need to understand. Sometimes there's a cooldown period. Yeah, but by then you've at least pulled 20, 30k from them, huh? Like for me, return on investment for that is great. Especially when you have other things set up as well, you know. They have to tighten the rules because, you know, or blow your account before going live. Yeah, last payout, blow your accounts. Trust me, you're going to try to do that and that's the time it's going to be a rocket in your direction, huh? When you want to blow your account, it's not going to happen. The gold rally must have rinsed a lot of these firms. It did, because the people who are on paper supposed to be unprofitable got lucky on the prop firms and made money. That's the problem. Wait this year, wait till summer, guys. Wait how quiet the market. You will see how many influencers are gonna struggle in summer this year, guys. You wait and see. They have no idea what's coming. They have no idea how they're gonna trade it. And wait and see, guys. Wait and see. They're gonna get rinsed, huh? I'm totally ready for it. I know exactly what type of thing is coming. My dog traded. Sheesh. Man still has that picture. Why? What will happen? You wait. You guys will see what will happen. Right, gold here closing in 2 minutes here. No 5-minute structure. We see how deep we close. That's the only issue we have here. We couldn't enter impulsively breaking like a previous candle high, which I would have done if we had like a previous 15 candle high here maybe. Go half there, add half on the close, and then just let the rest to run. Harry, how many accounts have you breached? Let's be honest. I promise, 1 account. That's it. I first started Top Step. I said I'm going to gamble to pass. I told everyone in the exclusive group. And then I tried to gamble to pass. It didn't work. I bought a second account. I passed it first time cleanly following my strategy. Then people said I got lucky. Then I bought 4 accounts after that. You can check in the video. I show you my account purchase history. You can see my account purchase history. Harry, isn't Top Step ruining their Trustpilot score by making these changes? Bro, they make so much money, they don't give a fuck. Oops. So let's see now. DAX coming closer towards our buy zone. Beautiful. We need some 5-minute structure. 5-minute structure should be good. Summer comes, it will stay 3 months in the range. Yeah, but it's going to be easy to profit off it. They just won't know how. Tradesharpe, try passing FTMO, bro. I can pass FTMO easy. It's not about passing. It's about, I'm not doing it to make a video about passing. I'm doing it to be paid. It's very hard to manage that many accounts. But I could pass it and then copy it to my CFD, which I am planning to do now that they have 1 step as well. It's super easy. So I will do that. Just there's a lot, you know, because if you want to be a prop firm trader, guys, you have to spend a lot of time passing, payout, rinse and repeat. Passing, payout, rinse and repeat. Passing, payout, rinse and repeat. You know, or if you get a more long term, then you're passing, then working to pay out. If you're trading someone like me who's trading live capital, I also have 360k that I'm also funded here with my instant funding account that I have to trade also separately here, right? So with all of that things together, it's a lot, huh? It's a lot. So I don't want to then mess myself up trying to manage too many accounts and then end up losing money, right? Because I know it sounds cocky, but passing account is not something that I really care about because it doesn't pay me. If I did the same work on a live account, I'm getting paid heavy. If I'm not mistaken, they don't allow copy trade. It's like a, you know, I don't know the word for it, but it's like they allow it, but they don't. If they can use it against you. That's the point. If they have any time they have a ticket to use it against you. Did you get payout from 250k account? Which two? I don't have one 250k account. So these fees on Top Step, if you don't pass next month, they charge you? Yeah, but don't spend a month on it. I was trading yesterday, electricity cuts off, been hit by typhoon. Oh man, house is flooded, still muddy, messy. Oh man. But still here for London. Respect, respect. Look at that. Hopefully everything's okay. Hopefully nothing's damaged. Just have to clean shit up. Did we reject this previous range? I want to see on 5. Is that what we rejected? No, we didn't reject that. If we close above that, I quite like that as a buy. The problem is stop loss is a bit shitty here. 120 pips to get here, 80 pips, 120 is like up here. I mean, if we break the range, it will work, huh? If we break the range, it will work. I just wish we could run tighter stops. Let's see where stops would be below here. Yeah, that's like not protected by much there. Let's see on very low time frames. I mean, we do have a 1 minute structure there. I mean, we could use that. I just hate if this thing falls though, it's gone, huh? If this thing falls, it's gone. That's the problem. Yo, you in Dubai? We have same time zone? I am in Dubai, yes. How was track yesterday, bro? Very fun, bro. Thank you. Got some trades yesterday? Yeah, I tried some US 30 sells. I was at the track when that was happening. So I moved to break even. At one point, I made a mistake on a combine of making more than 50% profit goal. Had to make 7,000 in additional profit. Hated that. Bro, at that point, it's better just to go on the next one, man. And accept that as a mistake. I mean, bro, that's nuts, man. I would have just done that. I would have been like, you know, screw this shit, man. Any idea when gold will return to normal? Gold is normal, just bigger ranges. It's all the same. You just have to use smaller lot size. That's the only difference, right? It's all the same, just smaller lot size. Silver pumping? Yeah, silver is cool, but they don't allow you to trade it on Top Step anymore. Are we allowed to trade silver on Top Step now, or is it fully banned now? It's not pumping, man. Relax. Silver close above would be good as well. What do you guys think about DAX swing sells you want to take? You're bearish on this. I'll be careful with that daily candle close, man. That daily candle close does not indicate the number one thing for sells right now. Right, so we're not getting 5 minute structure on DAX. Yeah, DAX is so impulsive these days. It's quite disgusting. Yeah, pretty disgusting. Always like super impulsive. Gold stuck in the middle of 4 hour range? We are. That's why it's better to trade from bottom of range, top of range. How do I join your course, brother? I don't sell a course. I only have a mentorship where you learn from me, you trade with me on a daily basis. Webinars, stuff like that. There are course content in there, but I don't sell a course. Not really up for that. Don't really enjoy that. That link is in the description if you're looking for that. But if you don't know how to find that link in the description, maybe it's not for you. NAS buys maybe. I was looking at NAS, man. I just don't see the ranges we have here, you know. What are you gonna do? We take this to try and move towards the upside. Now we're stuck at this 5. It's hit or miss right now with NAS. Once we break this high here on 4 hours, then we actually start to move, huh? There's more knowledge free on Harry's YouTube than you have in paid courses. Yeah. And then there's even more knowledge inside of the exclusive group. So there's a lot of knowledge, man. Okay, so we are rejecting that level there, which is nice because we want to see the pullback happen before we enter. What's your opinion on crypto space? Yeah, I mean, I think we had amazing push down here. Was a great opportunity to start stacking. We could move down lower. I mean, I know I'm a... See, I look at crypto differently. If people can get a bit more scared, I'm happy for us to come down to 55, huh? Like, if we can come down to 55, I'm happy. Yeah, I know a lot of people are scared, but for me, you know, this is come down to 55. Would be amazing. Just so you see something, guys. I want to show you something. And I'll leave it at that. Same pattern. Make lows, higher high, make lows, break the lows, consolidate, rally. Higher highs, break low, make lows, break the lows, some sort of consolidation. There's a possible black swan event if something happens with MicroStrategy. That's the only risk, but there's always risk in market. That's the risk we take. If that happens, you probably, and we're here, if that happens and we're here, you probably see a move down to here, all the way back down, back into 20K. And then you just close your eyes and press, you know, press buy for me. View this in the next 5 years. Think of when you're investing in this, think the next 3 to 5 years. Don't think about end of this year. It's not going to help you make money. So now DAX, hopefully DAX can make some structure, man. I just don't understand this impulsiveness we've had these days. Wow, big pullback on gold, huh? Then all in. Yeah, like, you know, for me, I mean, nothing is financial advice, but many people, like, I've been in Bitcoin since it was at 9,000. And at 9,000, people were threatening it to go to zero. Now, we're at 69,000. And people are saying it's going to go to zero. For me, it was a lot riskier to buy at 9,000 when we were only $9,000 away from going to zero. Now I'm $60,000 away from going to zero. You know? Like, for me, I don't get it. Like, it's still here. Like, as much as people hate it, it's still here. There's always threats. Throughout all the years in crypto, there's always been threats for it to be blown up. One time there was an exchange, right? There was an exchange called, what was it called? I think it was Kraken. I don't think it's Kraken, I know, but there was an exchange, Mt. Gox. They said if Mt. Gox gets released, 1,000 Bitcoin is going to be, 10,000 Bitcoin is going, whatever. Huge supply of Bitcoin is going to be released. You know? Huge amount of Bitcoin is going to be released and everyone will sell. Bitcoin is going to dump heavily. That was the theme before. Right? No. FTX was something else. FTX wasn't that big, but there was like Mt. Gox. There was something. For all the crypto OGs, there's something called Mt. Gox. Okay? They said it was going to, they said that it was going to, yeah, they said that when that gets released, it's going to dump the market because a shit ton of supply is going to reach the market. Billions and billions and billions of dollars. It's been like 5 years. Now everyone's forgot about that. You see how no one in YouTube chat, like 80% of people in YouTube chat don't know about it. Now everyone is speaking about MicroStrategy. Big problem there. You know, so there's always going to be a theme, huh? The same way, it's always how the markets work. You need these themes. What has the theme been for gold, right? Reduction in interest rate, geopolitical tensions. That has been the theme. So every market has a theme, right? There's a reason why we dump, right? 2008 financial crisis, whatever you name it, that's the theme. And the theme is the underlying fundamentals. But the theme doesn't mean that something is going to go to zero. All right, let's see what NAS is doing. So NAS also reacted off this previous 5 years, why I didn't take a buy there, but this pullback can give us some options. Gold is absolutely reacting heavy off this previous 5, very heavy reaction. DAX is on its own mission. I don't know what the... DAX is like super impulsive here, actually. This type of market conditions is like you have to pick... DAX has to be clear. So this is the problem. We're not clear today, right? 4 hour didn't test the previous 4 hour. We were about to break 4 hour low. We could have easily sold off from here. So, but with DAX, the current market conditions is very much pick a direction. Any setup in that direction, go. You know what I mean? So it's a very hard pair to trade because you're going to be wrong or right. So that we don't want to trade 50-50, right? So like, let's say today it was clear that we were bullish. Boom, you press buy right here. And you go with it for the day. You profit nicely. But it doesn't make sense at the time. You know, we're still closing at resistance. We had all lower high. We had 4 hour. But then you don't get a chance. So it's being a very impulsive pair. It's not pretty price action when that happens. Because that is like, that is a market where you are... It's a very risky market, that one. That type of market destroyed me when I first started trading. Because it used to give me ultimate FOMO. It used to make me feel like, you know, I'm missing out on something. And then I would force a trade. And I just used to lose so much money. We still got a chance on DAX in 30 minutes. It was big movement yesterday. You mean in London when we retraced the move? Yeah. But then today you have to trust to retrace the move, right? Or is today going to be a continuation day like we've had in the past here? Because yesterday was a retracement day. Liquidity grab to the low. Then New York, late New York, even late New York was where the move came. And pretty big candle when the move came, right? And look how difficult it was before. No one notices this stuff, okay? I'm going to show you how difficult it was before. Unless you pick the low and just press buy here, you're okay. Otherwise, you try to get in here, to get to here, see what happens. You put stop below here, you get stopped out there. You give your trade a second chance here, you got stopped out again. Then this big candle comes here, you're like, there's no range. There's no range to take it. It's a massive candle here, 73 points, massive rally. You couldn't expect it. This comes late into the day here. You see, it's not easy. Yesterday, London, big impulsive candle, London open, retrace the whole move. Retrace the whole move. Then you're like, okay, what's going to happen? Should I buy off any of these supports? If you bought any of these supports, you would have lost. So you have one shot and you have to be on the right side. So you're either right at the sell here or right at the buy here. And that is picking highs and lows, which is not the easiest thing to do in the market. Right? Same thing here. You pick the low of the day. So you need to pick the low. The next job would be to pick the high of the day. Right? Or get a retracement so we could trade properly. That is a difficult market. Because you have to be the guy who's picking highs and lows. Do you think crypto is the future currency? No. Probably we would be using central bank digital currencies. I had some Bitcoins and sold years ago. If I hadn't, it would be a one whole Bitcoin. Oh, man. Yeah, that would be annoying. It's all about understanding liquidity. It's not only about that. I'm talking about there's easier markets to trade. So I'm just talking about how I'm not telling you can't trade this. I'm saying you need to pick out highs and lows now, not understanding liquidity. Because you would have said, why you want to go grab liquidity below this low here, right? But look how deep it went. It went to grab it into here. Then you said, okay, maybe we need to grab liquidity here. So in hindsight, people are going to talk. In hindsight, people are going to talk because they feel like they know what they're doing. But in reality, it's a different market movement here. And this type of market movement, I'm not saying it's not tradable. You can trade it, but you need to be fully locked in and you need to be there the whole time, understand the fully picture, and there's easier markets to trade right now. Right? DAX has been weird ever since Eurozone started to conk out here. Because today I could have just taken this 5-minute break of structure here, 15-minute candle closing bullish, but what told me that today was straight buys? Right? You said it's all about liquidity, then explain to me how this was such a good trade if no liquidity was taken from the lows. So there's so many different factors, and if you try to keep going through these factors, you're going to drive yourself batshit crazy and never make any money to begin with. But for me, to making constant withdrawals, the way I do that is to just simplify the process and trade what I want to trade based on what has better opportunities, and trade something that gives me an opportunity and leave it as simple as that. That way you just like everything is easy. Yeah, we're a bit shut down here on gold, huh? 15-minute range for me. If we can get back above here, it should be good. I have NAS on my other monitor. I've been watching it. It's also a bit shut down, stuck at that 5. But we can get a retest. A retest would be quite good. I mean, technically, you could just base it off 30-minute. You could go 30-minute flip here. 20 points for 25. It's not bad, but we want bigger range, right? Because we want to profit. If it taps here and rejects, I want to make money. So if I can get in on the retest, then and it taps here and fails, I've made money. If it pushes past it, I make more money. Order flows, brother. You can't. The fact that you're telling me this shows me that that you can't see order flows on this CFD chart for DAX. You can't see order flows. So this tells me that unfortunately what you're saying, I can't fully back that up. You can't see order flows on this. And previous bar low was not taken here as well. This chart, you cannot see accurate order flow. It's just not possible. Level 2 data on this is going to be not accurate. You know? You tell me NQ, you tell me ES, I'd tell you, okay, 100%, brother. 100%, totally agree. Did you trade Asian today? No, I didn't. I was up late yesterday. So I wanted to, otherwise I would have to stay up straight. I didn't want to stay up straight. I'm glad I didn't wake up for Asian because this would have been depressing. Dump down, did nothing. So we keep testing this area here, right? So if we get above, should be nice. This previous 4 hour here, I'm not too worried about this previous 4 hour. I'm gonna ignore it because I expect the 4 hour to flip, right? So we should be able to drive through it, not use it as resistance. How long till this candle close? 9 minutes is quite a lot, actually. That is a problem, actually. That is a problem. We have bottom wick on broker or not? Yeah, we do. So what we would love to see here is like 5 minute to, yeah, exactly, Haruna. 5 minute go down, make some structure, next 5 minute close above. But maybe we're just getting this choppy ass price action that's just like, you know, goes down, comes up, goes down, comes up. Yeah, look at this shit. Disgusting. Can you be taking the time to explain us your strategy when we are live? It will keep us all in check. Maybe made some money yesterday, but damn, can't see consistently at all. Yeah, man, that's the thing, man. On live stream here, I'm here to trade live, you know, because this is what I do for my income. So I'm here to focus and trade live. If you're interested in learning from me, you are more than welcome to join the group and you can learn everything there, man. I have some YouTube videos, of course. Here's a free course on YouTube, hour 51, talking about my strategy. But if you actually want me to help you, guide you, that's the best place, because then I can devote time there. But here, I'm simply here to show you how I tackle London session, and I do give you some, give you some time to answer questions in between. How do you race on the track to become pro? Is it just for enjoyment? And sorry if I didn't write properly because there isn't a word for it. Yeah, I would love to drive professionally. It's just professional driving is based off money, guys. It's not really based off. I mean, you have to have skill, of course, but if you're a good driver, you're good at learning. It's all money. About 10% of professional drivers actually get paid to drive. I would say maybe 85% of them are all paid. You're a bit big for a professional driver? Not at all, man. There's 6'2" drivers, 6'3" drivers. The guy who just won the 24-hour race in Dubai, he's 6'2". Every kilo matters. Not in endurance racing, man. Does not matter like that. Drag racing, okay, we can say it, man. And also it's based on, remember, this is unsprung mass, not sprung mass. And by the way, I think you don't know this. Do you know that they make all cars somewhat... So I will be allowed to remove weight from my car because I weigh heavier. So you're allowed to have a balance because some people want a slightly heavier car because it feels better for them. So that's why they have weight limits. I don't know if you've ever watched a race. At the end of the race, they go around the track and pick up rubber on their tires. If you've watched F1, if you've watched any type of race, at the end, they go off the track and they pick up as much rubber as possible.
Or dirt as well.
Or dirt, anything. They do that for the weight. So that they can make the weight because the driver sweat, so he lost weight and they were playing with margins. So you're allowed to remove weight. So for me, I could just remove weight from the car. So body weight is not an issue. Especially for endurance racing as well. Because endurance racing is not about going the fastest as possible. It's going fast as possible while preserving the tires. I believe racing physically harder than people think. It is physically harder, yes. Especially in a cup car, no AC. You sweat a lot. Bro, which country do you live? I live in Dubai. But yeah, I would love to race professionally. It's very hard to get sponsors in racing. Most people don't, and it's called a gentleman's sport for a reason. Because I tell you guys, 85% of the people pay to be there. They're paying $100,000, $150,000 per race. Money gone. They're just very rich people. You know? So if you want to support the journey, no worries, Pip Labs will fly you and get the money to race, brother. That is a non-profit business. First, let's get it profitable and then we can speak about it. Are you streaming NY today? We're going to see, because tomorrow I'm going to be on for NY as well with Joe. And then tomorrow as well, we have some a guest coming to our NY stream as well. I've DM'd you on Discord. Will you check when you're free? Yeah, sure, man. So again, we reject this on gold, huh? 2 minutes for this 15-minute to close. See if we can get a sexy entry today, hopefully. We wake up a bit in the market. What is DAX doing? Finally. About time. One 5-minute candle decides to just turn around. If this tapped the 4-hour, would have been great, guys, huh? We could have sold from there, I feel. I see a buy opportunity. GJ, please confirm it. Let's have a look at GJ here. So daily now, we tap that daily support there. 4-hour time frame. Very close to the support. Here we have. Uh, 1 hour. 15:30, change of structure. Yeah, if we do get above here, you're not wrong. Could be quite nice, actually. Maybe I would consider that as well, actually. I mean, Asian was killer today, huh? Wow. Very simple Asian session today. Look at that short right there. Wait for this to break the low. Yeah. Very nice. 30-minute then continuation. Setup. Ooh, with a setup 3. Beautiful. That's a classic one, man. Wow, retrace the whole range. Amazing. There could be a buy opportunity on GJ here. Just depends how we react. Oh, last few seconds pushing up. Do you have access to PipLabs through Discord? You can purchase PipLabs. It is a company. Unfortunately, I can't do it as charity. I would love to. We will have something in the future. Where you will be able to claim 2 weeks free if you're part of the group. We will be adding that, actually. But it's a expensive company, of course. We have put a lot into development and stuff. Where can I find 1 month subscription for the group? I can only see 5 month subscription. It's on the website, man. How can you only see 5 months? It says here monthly. It's literally there. If you even refresh the website, unless I'm wrong. Yeah, it automatically loads monthly. This is 5 months. This is monthly. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Someone else check. But it looks like it was. So no bottom wick here, unfortunately, man. That's pretty annoying. Can't enter that. I was looking for a buy here, but let's see what happens. Maybe it comes down and flips. Gold is still ranging. DAX 15-minute candle closed bearish. We didn't tap 4-hour resistance just yet. Let me blow some dust. I actually didn't trade it too long ago. I think January last trade. Not January, I think December. Need time to set up. Looking for sells on Euro NZD. What is this time frame here? $15-minute. Okay. close above? Not yet on the 5. How does it look on futures? Morning, can you please look at this geo idea looking for sells? Okay, let's have a look. So sells below, you're looking for sells below there. You have a mixed buys 15-minute. Yeah, I like the initial plan here. It makes sense. What I would like you to add to your plan is maybe you doesn't get below here, it pulls back first. So that you could trade based on a pullback as well, right? So let me just double check that. So daily is at daily resistance, but strong bullish 4-hour. Okay, it makes sense. Yeah, you have to watch this support here, which is where you're looking for the sells below. So another thing is if we pull back first, create a resistance, you can use that to sell back down as well. And then because if it fails from here, it's gonna fail anyways. Otherwise, yeah, it's a easy plan, man. Clean and simple. Because maybe just London session today, sometimes we're only gonna fill this range. And then it's gonna do nothing. So you can capitalize from up here back down. Yeah, even on futures it didn't close above for me. I forgot to mention that, sorry. For NASDAQ, so it's not a valid trade for me on NASDAQ until we close above this previous 5. Just keep rejecting it. 15-minute candles getting pretty weak as well. Yeah, you can look for the pullback on 15 is fine for GU. Bit of a slower pair. If you had like a 1-hour setup active, meaning we had like a 1-hour sell active, which we don't because it was up here, then you can be looking on the 5 to try get a sneaky entry. But with you sitting so close to 1-hour support, can't really use that idea just yet. So you take the slower approach. Oh, good man. Yeah, stupid pair, no bottom wick. That's how it treats us. First day we look back at it. What's your opinion on FX Pro? I've never used them, man. I can't give you an opinion. Why did you pass on GJ? I didn't have a time to enter it. Opened and just started pushing. No bottom wick. Like, I don't enter like that. You can't. I mean, unless you buy 1 second before the candle closed, but it's not my style. The market is not moving. NQ, do you think it'll be like that until news? It's possible. I said sometimes it happens, not always. We still have some time, of course, right? It's only, it's not even 12 o'clock just yet, so definitely something can still happen. Slower start of the morning, but we have ranges today on pairs, so if it wants to start to move and fill those ranges, we're going to be fine. Just need to be patient. Don't try to make up a position right now, guys, just to be involved. I know you want that feeling of I need to be involved, but don't make that up. Seeing these types of trades, good bias. Yeah, the problem is that at that point there, we could also flip to continue down, right? 4-hour close back inside of the range. We had a resistance from previous 4-hour resistance. There's just as much argument. So you have to pick a direction. So if you're the one who picked bullish, okay, you know, then you would be right there. Otherwise, you're going to fail straight away. Gold is being slow due to NFP. I said that, but it doesn't always happen, right? And it doesn't, just because we haven't moved this morning just yet, doesn't mean we can't start filling the ranges here. We just don't want it to just be impulsive, you know? No trade GJ due to wick? Yeah, I didn't see any wick, man. Yeah, no push trading is 90% waiting. Thank you, much appreciated. Yeah, of course, man. Yeah, trading is a lot of waiting. If you don't like waiting, but that's why, you know, you want to discuss. You don't want to take FOMO moves. What's frustrating is you wait and then something like this price just goes fill your range, you know. But today we have two plans because even if it fills our range, we have buys above there. Yeah, GJ was nice. Unfortunate about the wick here. Just a tiny wick would have done at least us something. See, we close with a small top wick as well, so you just don't have time. And we don't know with GJ, so that happens though sometimes. That's a very common thing. Like by now I'm totally numb to it. Appreciate you guys showing up to stream. Leave a like on the stream, I would appreciate it. Could be setting up here on NASDAQ, guys. Can be setting up here on NASDAQ. 5 minute trying to get above here. We just tapped it again. That's why it's great to trade with the group. You don't get bored and take stupid trades, man. If I didn't have something where I trade with a group together, it's just extremely boring. The only time I can do it is like... I don't know, I like people to have people around me to hold me accountable. I trade better like that. It's like trading on like for a professional fund, right? The fund is holding you accountable because that's who you're trading for. So I think the best traders always who are the ones who are held accountable for something. So we'll see here, 1 minute, 28 seconds. We could have a little push here. Hopefully it doesn't just blast last 1 minute. That would just be really unfortunate today. And that would be just really painful actually for us to be so patient and then we just blast last 1 minute here. Right now it's kind of doing that, which is not helping us, but we still have range. We have range until here. If the next 1 minute just flies, it's going to be it. Call it. So we'll see. Stop loss here is about what, 12 points. To get here is about 9, and then if we break through, so we can break even at the highs, that's what would be needed. Then we can see with that. Alright, so we have closed above here, which is good. Not the strongest close, but it is a close indeed. So if we can break the high here, I'll give it a shot. Five minutes London Open, yeah, because we don't have the spike, you know, it's not like DAX. London Open can bring us the volume. If it was DAX, I wouldn't do it, but or US 30 in New York session, obviously. Alright, on futures that broke. So let's see if we can continue up. Not in yet. Broke highest high. It broke the highest high for me on futures. But yeah, break of highest high is also fine. If it didn't break it for you. See, man, it is struggling here. I don't like to see it struggle. That's the only thing I don't like at the moment. One minute for this 1 hour to close here. I'm thinking I'm just gonna wait 1 minute here. Worst to wait 1 minute. Yeah, great push already. See if we can sustain the volume here after the open. Here's the open. Ooh, no top wick here, even on futures. Okay, I'm gonna move stops to break even here. Make this risk-free. Tap the resistance, right? So we don't know if we're gonna push past this resistance yet. That's the problem. So no top wick on futures. Survive that. Hopefully this is the bottom wick and we can grab the liquidity now and push up bullish. Come on, come on, come on. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Show us the volume. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Nice. Beautiful. About to hit TP there. Come on, a little bit more. No, don't reverse now. Okay, there we go. That's TP. All right, close there. I'm out. Beautiful. Nice little one-to-one for me. Very happy with that. Beautiful trade here on futures. And there we go. Clean. Wow, check the TP, guys. Check the TP. Check the TP. Check the TP. No way. That's an insane TP. Yeah. Great TP. Nice TP, man. That's super satisfying, huh? New York session, I would have let this run. Wow. Imagine we didn't take profit there. Or at least close something. Greed. Nice. How much you make there? I made 390 on 4 accounts. $1,600. Nice, man. Bro's up 5. You're not going to take a withdrawal, bro? Take a payout. Wow, check the TPs today. Yeah, sick one. Yeah, check that out, huh? That was sick. Insane TP. Sniped it. Took something. I'll tag you on Insta real quick. Tag me. If you want to tag me on Insta, you're welcome, guys. I'll repost. Where's my NAS? Oh, here. Oops. We need to put banger song. Where's my banger song? I forgot the name. Guys, listen to this. Where's Moritz? Moritz is here. Bro, listen to this, bro. Listen to this. This is like a good banger. Where is it? Same playlist I had. Listen, this is sick.
And hear what I'm saying now. Spread your love. And hear what I'm saying now. Spread your love.
Wait, it gets even better. Wait, it's super good. Wait till the piano comes in. Dance for us? I'll teach you all a dance trick. Big fish, little fish, cardboard box. If you're in the club, you don't know what to do, you need to do big fish, little fish, cardboard box, right? Like this. Then you're okay in the club because then you don't look awkward. I tell all the people who are awkward in the club, I tell them, or if they're in a party and they're awkward, I tell them, look, just do big fish, little fish, cardboard box, and they just stand there like this. And it looks good, you know? And they're like, okay, now it makes sense. Now it makes, you see? Now they're not awkward, now we're all vibing. Wait till the piano comes now. Spread your love. Hey. Song name? Man, don't you think the 2026 playlist is a banger? 2026 playlist is a banger, bro. Big fish, little fish, cardboard box. Oh, he got it, yeah. Bonsai. Bonsai the Message. That's the name of the song. Alberto. Wait, we need to post. Wait. We need to post with TP. This we need to read. Write W's in chat. Write W's in chat. We need a vibe. YouTube. Wait for YouTube. Rewind the song. It will end. We need to make a vibe. W's in chat. TP. Yes, sir. That's a vibe. Love is in chat. And it's a vibe. Memories. Alright, enough celebrating. Because when we lose, we're not gonna be like this. I'll tell you that much.
Not too much greediness. I'm gonna get a disco ball for next trade.
Because when we lose, we're gonna be like, you know, fuck this shit, I'm done. What's the next move? We'll see. No music's gonna be playing. We're all gonna be sad. Womp womp, yeah. Womp womp. Alright, let's see what's happening here on gold. So gold made it above as well. Liquidity grab. No range. So did it give you a 1-to-1? 83.49. No. DAX, what did DAX? DAX is nuts, man. DAX is nuts. Look at this 5. Nuts. I opened one lot on 50k account, really small profit. I should know what right lots. Yeah, you should calculate lots. You can calculate lots using a lot size calculator. Okay, now we're done vibing. We have to... What happened to... Your order got rejected again, Kareem? Even if you press market buy? Even with market buy? How much percent of the account you're risking? Percentage wise. Because they have lower leverage. 1%? That's so weird, man. I don't know why they're doing this. Yeah, but I mean, 1%. Okay, you risk 10% of the account because you're going... I know they have lower leverage on these assets. But with 1%, and it didn't pop, huh? When I entered, it had time. So even if you press manually, you know, if it popped, we understand, but it didn't pop. You would have been in before the pop. I don't know. It's what they're doing these days. Top Step new dark theme. I switched it back, man. I like the old theme. It's not bad for CFD, but it should still trigger you on that, you know? I mean, you still would have made profit with these spreads, you know? Bro, did you drive around Marina? What time you got around Marina track?
Bro, so for some reason, none of the Porsches worked. Like, I couldn't load into the game. I had to download some other file, like the...
Drive something else. Just get a time. Let's see.
I mean, I rode, like, other Formula 1 cars, but I couldn't drive any Porsches. I don't know why.
That's not fair. You can't compare me to a Formula 1 car.
No, I know.
Find any GT car.
All right. I'll see.
AMG, anything that they have. Check NAS. Let's see what's happening with NAS. Yeah, it's rejecting getting back above as well here. It's closing a bit deep. We could have gone in again here. Beautiful liquidity grab. If it closed a little bit sooner, we could have gone in again. Fill this wick here. Continue towards the 4-hour support. I had 3 stops, 1 manual. It doesn't make sense. Euro NZD torture won't close below. It's keeping you safe, man. It's keeping you safe. Aston Martin dealership in my city closed and BYD opened the second day in the same place. Oh no. We are making the revolutionary transition. The same way men are transitioning, if you know what I mean. It's not good. Anyways, I'm done here for London session. Appreciate you guys showing up. Much love. Take care. Hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace. Take care. See you guys. Hopefully see you soon.